Early society perceived connections between action performed by groups of people or leaders to certain society. These actions moved from habit to tradition to ritual and to ceremony due to human desire and need for entertainment. Theater means a place of seeing. But it is more than the buildings where performance take place. There are three types of drama in Greek opera. The first one is tragedy. Tragedy comes from Greek words tragos, means ode or song. It dealt with tragic events and had an unhappy ending, especially one concerning the downfall of the main character. Thespis was the first actor and introduced the use of masks and was called the father of tragedy. Next is comedy. The plays were derived from imitation, there were no traces of their origin. Aristophanes wrote most of the comedy plays. The last one is satire. These plays contain comic elements to lighten the overall mood or a serious play with a happy ending. This is a short, light-hearted talepiece performed after each trilogy of tragedies. Rome's theatre began in the 3rd century BC. It featured a wide range of cultural genres, including festival performances, street theatre, acrobatics, and the production of Plato's plays. Chariot races, gladiators, and public executions were all common topics in Roman theatre plays. The Romans adored conflict and blood sports, as well as gladiator battles. As a result, the more realistic the violence, the happier Roman audiences are. Christians, on the other hand, detest the play's barbaric elements and shut down all theaters. Women first began to appear in the theater between 350 and 250 BC. Theatrical performances were prohibited throughout Europe during the Middle Ages. Minstrels performed in markets, public places, and festivals to keep the theater alive, despite the church's condemnation. As puppeteers, jugglers, storytellers, dancers, singers, and other performers in different theatrical performances, they traveled from town to town. The revival of classical Greek and Roman arts and culture marked Renaissance theatre arts. To reenact the Athenian tragedy, morality plays and university drama were produced. Commedia dell'arte, often known as Italian comedy, is a form of public theatre that uses dramatic presentation and elaborate masks. This is a dramatic performance that includes pantomime dancing and song dialogue. The most famous actor and poet who emerged in this spirit during the time of Renaissance period is William Shakespeare. Shakespeare was often called England's national poet and the Bard of Avon. Some of his plays that well loved were Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, Midsummer Night's Dream, Cleopatra, Julius Caesar and Much Ado About Nothing. For the first time, ballet was performed during this period. Ballet is a formalized form of dance which originated from Italian Renaissance courts. The French theatre under Napoleon was very similar to that of the 1780s, specialized in neoclassical drama. Popular play, as performed by boulevard theatres, introduced melodrama, which would become the dominant genre of theatre in the 19th century. Melodrama, in turn, prepared the way for romantic drama by popularizing departures from neoclassicism and captivating the attention of huge audiences. National theatre in the revolutionary countries, whose aspirations coincided with a broader national liberation movement, was founded to show the views and values of the middle class in these countries. In Western Europe there was a different development pattern that differs considerably in the different countries, but which had the unified features of a demand for realism on stage, which reflected the tragic and comic aspects of the rising class way of life in domestic circles.